Hello, everyone. Some of you know me, some of you don't. There are different things that I am over or part of, or just behind, or just feel like I need to say that is just for me. I can't speak for anyone else but for myself, and I'm not even an expert at that, but I am actually coming on because I actually have a page on Facebook, one of them, and it's called Am I Being Real? And so for so long, it has just been a place where I have felt stuck because being in the position that I am as a leader and as I train people, it is not always easy because everyone is always watching you, especially since a couple of years ago when I got extremely sick and had to go under so many things, and was on my deathbed, was told to there was nothing else that they could do but keep me comfortable until I died. And so I did not want to stay in the hospital anymore at that point because I felt that if anyone was going to get any glory from this body, even though it may not be much to anyone else, but obviously it was worth enough for him to send his son to die for me and for you as well. But again, I can only speak for me. So, am I keeping it real? No. Have I been keeping it real? No. I won't even use this just kind of partially kind of thing. I mean, it's cute and it kind of gets you off the hook just a little bit. And for those of you ladies that know, for a long time I've said to people, back in the day, I was a real player. And I'm not laughing at that. It is just funny when I look at myself today and I look at these younger people that I don't know. They call themselves playing. I don't know what it is. Well, that's actually what it is, playing, because I tell them all the time. I'm old school, baby. I'm almost 51. And I know that there are those women that are more seasoned than me. Those women that are treasure chest. Where we can get our jewels from, so that we can hope to be as bright as them. And even brighter if a good woman says to you, listen, I don't want you to just be good. I want you to be better than me because I know I'm good. Because that's what God said that He wanted me to do. So when it's a gift from Him, He already said in His word that they are what? I mean, it is when He tells you the promises are yea and amen. Every perfect gift. Every perfect good gift, it comes from the Father of lights. So, did God tell me, well, Lena, this gift will last you as long as you are doing right? Well, then that means the gift will never start to begin with, because there is no gift that I'm deserving of, because what God has given to me is already good enough. Now, am I sitting here saying I don't want anything in life? No, that's not what I'm saying, because that is why I'm talking today, because I am tired. Very, very tired. And a friend of mine that I've known over 30 something years said something to me the other day, and he said to me, Lena, you know what? As a man, one thing that I can tell you is that when a woman is fed up, it is true. I have learned that it is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Like R. Kelly said, when a woman is fed up, hey, it's nothing else. that can be done. Nothing else can be said. You're just on borrowed time at that point. That's it. You are. Not the woman that says I've been around too long to just say, oh, this is how I want to end it all. That's just not me. It's not me. I'm not saying that it hasn't been. And what it has been and what I want it to be, what I know it should be, oh, is definitely two different things. And I have finally said, well, it's time. With or without. Better alone then. Because then the only, daddy is, of course, my number one God daddy. And then my daddy, Johnny Curtis, here on the earth. Johnny Wendell Curtis Jr., And then that's it with the daddies. Amen, because there is no better one than God himself. And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I'm just this devoted woman that wants to be married to God. That's not what a sister is saying. Even if I'm a leader, I want to keep it real. Because as a leader, and when people say to me after they take time and begin to talk and listen and realize that she ain't lying. She don't have a problem if whatever I need to say, whatever way I need to say it, she's going to sit there and still listen and not say, well, you are sitting in front of a master prophetess. You're sitting in front of a woman that has died and come back and has been healed from many things and has doctors that cannot even answer why. And why she feels so magnificent. When if you look at pictures and videos that I have maybe 3 years, 2.5, 3 years ago, those of you that know what happened, a sister girl got like this. And when people would walk in the room and see me, after they talked to me on the phone, they just felt, well, she's just a little sick. But when they would walk in the room and they would see death, then they would begin to cry. Because that's when they realized, oh, this is real. This is real. I waited too late. So now what I do is I keep it real with a lot of families that have loved ones that have either gone on and they're not healed from, or those that are on their deathbeds, or those that have experienced someone on a deathbed, because it's not just them that are sick, it's not just them that are dying, but it's also those around them. Mourn with those that mourn and rejoice with those that rejoice. It's not always easy to do, and there's some rejoices that I do, I don't think, in my head, I'm thinking, you ain't even deserving of this. And that's just a nasty attitude, but it's the truth. Because what I can say is, I'm a selfish woman. And you know what? I have no problem with that. So before anyone says, oh, the pastor had something to drink, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. I don't need to do. Excuse me. If I do it in privacy, it's because it's none of your business. But when I say this, I invite you and I say, listen, here you go. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I heard my spiritual father, Bishop T.D. Jakes, say that he told God that God got a bad deal when he called him. And I begin to laugh and laugh and laugh, because I say that to God every day. God, I'm telling you, there is definitely many other people out there that you really should have as a part of this magnificent thing of seeing other people's lives change, of being able to embrace and begin to become a part of that word begin to say, my God, this really is for me. Because when you've been on that deathbed and you see what it takes to stay here on earth, but at the same time you're hearing this magnificent sound, believe me, when the trumpet is blown, oh, see, it's the Holy Spirit that will be inside of each and every one of us. He's the one that cannot deny that majestic sound. To be in the presence of God, I have said to my family and people that I know and those that I don't know, I have actually done the last thing that any human would do on this earth. I've died. So, baby, what else you want to send this way? I was only risen by the power of God. I am not saying that, oh no, I'm not even going to even mention that, because see, I don't even deserve to be in that conversation. But what I'm saying is that I agree with his word when he says that that same power that lifted and that rose, that brought my Jesus back from death to life. Death is magnificent because it's the last thing you do before you experience this presence that is so magnificent. Immediately, whatever had your mind that you tried to make it seem like didn't have you because you didn't want your sway to look all off, baby, it's off. It's off. Be real about it. Just be real. You know how there are people that say, I need to go to a chiropractor or a masseuse, get your back done. I ain't had a back rub in so many years, and I've been married, but I don't get them. So I haven't had one in so long, it's ridiculous. My kids paid for me to go to a masseuse a few years or a couple years back or something, and it was just magnificent. But when you go and you see different specialists, I went to Therapy Plus, a wonderful place, and they begin to teach you that the importance of keeping your spine straight and keeping your core up and straight and pulled in. There's times I remember, but baby, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not a 24-hour thing for me. I might be slouched over talking like this minute, and next minute I'm up like this. So I'm not sitting here trying to play anyone or make it seem like I have it like that or that's where I'm at, because I'm not. Even in the magnificent, honorable position that I'm in now, there is absolutely nothing inside of me that says that I even deserve to be in a conversation when it comes to the name of Elohim. Because what has happened in my life, and there are those of you, I will not say your name, some of you, you've heard about a church, I won't mention it. If that's something that you want to speak about, I'll allow you to. But there are those that recently things have happened in their lives that are unexplainable for the glory of God. Things that are happening and that have happened in their church and in the lives of the members in their church recently. And it is a place where God had said, this is one of the places. There's certain churches that the Lord had spoke to me about, that his presence, magnificent presence, don't put him in a box and just ask for revival. Ask God for his presence. See, many of you, let's just put it this way. Okay, from leader to leader. Now listen, I can't see too good when my glasses are off, but it don't matter anyway. As long as God sees, that's all that matters. And I'm not this holy person, a magnificent person, or I'm so sanctified. And whatever is good in me is only because of God. And you and I, every one of us humans, were made in his image and likeness. So that right there just makes